Hey there, welcome back. As always, we do not monetize these videos, so if you want to support us, go to vulpinecreations.com and do so there. It's all the advertising we'll do. Let's dive right into today's video. We're talking about some of my favorite stand-up routines. We're going to talk about three. I hate saying my favorite because that changes really with the weather, it seems like. But I do usually have a staple of routines that I absolutely love. I know that they'll work in just about any performing environment. I've practiced them enough to know all my laugh lines and everything that just feels good for me as far as a stand-up routine. So the three that I'm going to mention today are not my three favorite, but they're definitely in that category of, hey, you've got a stand-up piece to do. What would you pull out of the drawer knowing you can do perfectly and is going to get a great reaction? So to start, the newest one is something that we've been working on for over the last year or so internally at Vulpine. It will be on the market here in 2022. And it's a color prediction routine, but essentially it's a chair test. I don't want to say too much about it. I mean, I'm not going to say we're hyping it up or anything. It's coming out soon, and it's essentially a chair test that can be done close up and on stage. Okay, so we're not using chairs, we're using wallets instead. This is one of my favorite pieces to perform currently just because of the excitement of it. I love the banter of color psychology and all the different things that color can play a part in that people don't know about. Things, for instance, red can make you hungry. That's why a lot of fast food places use red as their logos, things of that nature. So it's a really fun piece to perform in the scripting of it. And at the end, it is such a fooler that you get this awkward moment of silence. So normally at the end of the routine, you've finished whatever happens and you kind of pause and you get the applause. With this routine, it's so fooling to people that there's almost a 10 to 15 second gap of applause or anything. It's just like you could hear a pin drop. And I love that because it's really sinking in. You see people looking around at each other like, what? So it's called tentatively color prediction. We don't have a name for it yet, but once it's being pumped through to production, we'll have the name for that as well. But think of a chair test, right? The idea of a chair test is such a cool thing. No one knows what the end is going to be. No one knows what the premise of the effect is. They just see these colors or these numbers on stage and people are making all their decisions themselves. I love that principle. And I love that we've shrunk it down so you can eliminate any chairs or going to a venue and looking for a bunch of chairs and then putting your colored drapes on top of them. We've made this where they actually fit into the palm of your hand or into one breast pocket. So that's one of my most favorite to perform currently. I know that's a bit of a tease. So the next one I'll talk about is something that you can do. And in my opinion, if you're doing stand-up or parlor style magic, you should do silk to egg. I adore this trick for so many reasons. One of the main ones being one of the first tricks that made me fall in love with magic was the silk vanish back when I was 7 or 8 years old. So I have that in my script for this routine and it rings true. It allows me to give the audience a little bit of my history as I perform the effect. But silk to egg as itself is an awesome piece of magic. It's got a little bit of a sucker built into it. You're so far ahead of the audience at that last moment before you crack the egg that you really can just pause and take that moment in. You've got them. You've got them hook, line, and sinker. It's such a beautiful piece of magic. If you're not aware of what the silk to egg is, type in silk to egg Lance Burton and watch the way he performs it. Or silk to egg Pop Hayden, right? There are a lot of different variations of it out there, but essentially they're all pretty much the same. Cody Fisher's got a really funny one where he's got another spectator up on stage with him. But silk to egg, in my opinion, if someone said you can only do one stand-up or parlor routine for the rest of your life, I think silk to egg would be right there. And the third and last one, at least for this video, we're going to do some more videos of my favorites. And it's not going to be limited to just three. I have a lot of favorite stand-up and close-up routines. But the third one in this video is 51 cards to pocket. It's a really fun sort of cat and mouse style effect. You've got a spectator up on stage with you as the eyes and ears of the audience. Their signed card vanishes from the deck and jumps into the pocket over and over again until at the end, the entire deck jumps to the pocket and you've got just their signed card left in your hand. It's a really great, almost masterclass on audience audience attention and really controlling where that audience attention may fall. It's an awesome trick. It's not too hard to perform, but it takes some nerve. You can't, if you're nervous and kind of clumsy, it's not going to play well. So you have to be capable and you have to be on stage confident for this to play well. I love the effect. I first learned it in Mike Close's The Workers, I believe. And I do a slight different variation of that, but I've probably done this trick now for 7 years in almost every stand-up show I do. It's fun because you get someone up on stage, they sign it. If you get a fun spectator, then there's some really fun banter that can go back and forth. So 51 cards to pocket is an absolute must. And it's a great way to introduce card magic to your stand-up or parlor show as well. We've got a little video of me doing some 51 card to pocket work. So we'll place that right at the end here, and I hope you enjoy. As always, thanks so much for your time. Come on, all right, we're gonna try another one here. I'm gonna push these out of the way. And if you'll stand right here, your job's gonna be very simple. Same idea. Grab one out and sign your name, and all you have to do is keep me honest. Big letters, put your name on it. I'm gonna try a trick 3 times. Hopefully she doesn't catch me. If she catches me on any one of the 3, she gets $1,000. Not from me. Thank you for taking care of that. Can everyone see her card? Say yeah. Yeah. All right, here's the idea. Same type of idea, but it happens quicker. Your card, about the middle. Now be honest. Did you see it happen? Be honest. You didn't see anything tricky. That means 1 point for me because it's jumped into my pocket. That's 1, okay? We're gonna do it again. I'm gonna show you what I did. I cheated again because I said it goes in the middle, which it did, but then I did the move, which is called the diagonal palm shift. I wasn't kidding about the no girlfriend thing, okay? It looks like this. Instead of pushing it down, I push it down the side, run it down the pec, and I palm it off into my hand. It looks bad slow. At speed, it looks like this. Signed card goes in the middle. I push it in, and I come here, draw attention as I palmed it out there, okay? Now that it's palmed out, I can shoot it up my sleeve, across my and then as I go down the other sleeve, I sort of shake it into the pocket. None of you guys are buying any of that. That's fine. I'm going to show you in real time. This is what it looks like. There's the shift. It's going up the sleeve, across the chest, down the other sleeve, just 2 fingers. I think we got it. How did we do? It freaks me out too. Not bad. All right, here's the last one and the one that I normally get caught on, okay? We're going to take the card, we're going to mix it in, and your job is, again, the exact same thing. You just have to wait and see the second that the card vanishes from the deck and goes into my pocket. Did you see it happen?
No.
You didn't see it go? No. Okay, take your time. Go ahead, look. See, is it in there? You can look. It's my birthday. Take your time. She was going for it too. You were going to go in there. No, I got it. Show them all. They'll freak out. Oh shoot, that's my fault. No, that's okay, that's okay. Show them all, they're gonna freak out. This is embarrassing. This is what happened. See, the whole deck went to my pocket because there's one.